Morning, it's day 30. Oh look, this one is turning into like a big one. This one's turning into a big one. I feel like it's joined up with like another small one. This one, oh, this one has taken ages to go away. Oh my god, this is 5-day hair. Can you believe it? Like normally after 2 days, my hair would look greasy and just look flat. I think my mood has been good. I have been, there's been a lot going on, like just around people and with friends, so at the moment my face is just never ending. There's always a new spot or a new acne or a new pimple that comes up. Like this one is still there, but this one is getting painful. This one broke last night. This one is new. Oh, this one. I'm trying to just do lots of different things in my spare time, so that's keeping me occupied. Maybe that's keeping my mind off of things. Daily report on the face. This one is still bumpy, but it's not as painful. And then we have this new one right here. It's like it's trying to play Connect 4, but that one really hurts right now underneath. It's small but mighty. This one is slowly going. I've actually come to a point where now I care about what I look, but I no longer care about what people think when they see me. You just get used to it, don't you? And especially because I haven't worn makeup in like 7 to 8 months now. I stopped wearing concealer and foundation. I still wear makeup on my eyes because I knew that it might get bad, and I'd rather not wear makeup than try to hide it with makeup. That's a personal preference though, because I'd rather let my skin breathe, and I know that my skin in particular isn't gonna deal with it well enough when it's covered underneath makeup. I'm not gonna lie, have been feeling down. When I spoke to my friends, they said that you sounded a bit depressed, and I don't normally like to say depressed because it just makes it more real. So I'd rather downplay it a little bit and say, yeah, I am a bit down. They all made me feel a lot better, which is nice. It might also be contribution to other things in my life, so I'm not gonna completely put it down to the medication. This one's becoming like a whitehead. This is new. These are becoming very dry, really dry around here. There's really dry patches here. It's breaking out again. The one on the bottom here fell off finally, but these are like still persisting. This one is scabbing over. Yesterday I went to a party and I literally covered my face in the concealer, and you couldn't even tell that I had all these scars. The magic of makeup. This is a good improvement. Normally this is quite bad before my period. This is new though. I've noticed when I try to squeeze anything, it just scars really easily and it takes ages to heal. And the inside of my nose, I feel like it's really sore as well. Like it's really dry. When I blow my nose sometimes it's bleeding. I'm currently using the Cetaphil face wash. So I ran out of my Lush one, so I'm currently using this one. It's actually not too bad. It's not drying my skin out, but I'm just waiting for me to maybe be upped on my next dosage and see how this cleans it and how it reacts to my skin. But it's actually really soothing and very, very gentle, so I'd recommend it. It's just mostly my skin that's going through a lot of the changes. I haven't really noticed anything else that's different. This is still there. It's ready to pop actually. That's still, I don't know if that's new, I can't remember now. So many coming up. That's new. Don't know whether I mentioned that yesterday. I actually, disgustingly, picked out like a dry skin from the inside. Yes, it's so sunny right now. My skin, I've actually not put any moisturizer on right now, just to show you again how dry it is. I don't know if you can see, but it's really flaky around here. Every day I can't even keep up what is new or what is old anymore. There's so many that's just popping up on my face now. My forehead actually feels really nice and soft, except for that little one there. I hadn't washed my hair in 6 days. It feels amazing now. I did like a scalp mask, so it feels really soothing right now. I've got this massive scab on my chest. There's a spot that was on there that was really, really badly pussed, and then it broke yesterday. It's proper scabbing up, but I'm not going to show you. It's itchy as hell. There's a lot of like dry scabbing going on underneath my neck. That's where most of the acne is coming up. I've actually just moisturized, but it's like drying up so quickly right now, and I'm just trying to get myself out of the sun. I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to be in the sun, but I love the sun so much. All these were scabbed yesterday, and they're kind of all dropping off now. They weren't joking when they said that this medication was powerful and strong. My body has been itching a lot, and then I noticed that there's a lot of like dry patches on my arms, so I've been moisturizing them. I can't say that it's like eczema because I've never had eczema. Hopefully it doesn't continue anymore. This one is probably the most prominent right now. It's got a whitehead underneath, and it's not as painful as yesterday, but it's still like a bump there. I should stop touching it. And yeah, I just realised that actually this is a week before my period, so maybe that's contributed. I don't really know. My skin here is like super soft, and here is super soft on my nose as well. Do you remember when I said that the blackheads were actually there? When you run your fingers over it, it's all just sticking up and you just feel like just squeezing it all out. I don't want to jinx it, and it's still really early. Here obviously I'm still having issues, but today it's actually flattened out on most of them. Like all the scabs have fallen off. They're not as like painful, but I'm seeing my dermatologist next week. Oh, and my dry skin on my arms that I was mentioning about, it's not itching as much anymore, so the moisturizer has been helping. My nose and the inside is getting really sore. Every time I blow my nose it's bleeding now, so I've tried to put like cream inside. It feels a little bit better, but it's always running, so I always have to like blow it. Apart from this one breaking this morning, which was a massive relief finally. Been there for a while. There's not much else that's different, to be honest. These little ones are still there, scabbing up. I forgot to mention this one underneath. It looks like it's one of those under the skin cysty kind of spot, which is probably one of the worst because they stay there for ages. These ones, it's just never ending. They're just always there. I have had to like exfoliate my lips because they've been so dry lately. Today is the day I'm seeing a dermatologist for my 6-week follow-up, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what he says and whether he's going to up my dosage. These parts are starting to heal, which is good. This one, the juicy whitehead in that one. These ones underneath are just continuing to be annoying. Yesterday I went to see my dermatologist for my 6-week review, and he decided to up my dosage, so I was really happy about that, but I'm also really nervous. I'm currently on 20 milligrams. I had actually expected him to up me to 30, but he was like, no, we're gonna up you to 40, which was a bit of a shock to me, so I thought, oh my god, what if I can't take it? But he said if I can't take it and maybe I want to go down to 30, you alternate the days, so you take 2 tablets one day, 1 the next, 2 the next, 1 the next, and so on. And apparently that kind of works out to be 30 milligrams. So the only thing that I have mentioned to him is that I've been getting like these dots on my hand. I might put like a clearer picture if I know how to. Let me see, hold on. Here, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is more prominent because there's more on there. It's all around there. And I asked the dermatologist what that was. Keratosis pilaris is basically like dryness of the skin, dryness of the hair follicles especially, and that's pretty normal on this medication. Because this one's starting to come up, but this one's come up as well. They're all just coming up now. Like this one yesterday was so juicy, it was so white, and I was like standing on a tube on the way home from work, and there was a woman it was so packed. The woman was like right there on my face like this, and yeah, I do get really embarrassed when I get like these kind of whiteheads and there's people like staring at me. I just know people are staring at me, but what can you do? You know, it's people that you see on the street, you're never going to see them again. And the people that actually I do see all the time, they don't even notice. So all positive. These are all healing really well. These are all drying out as well. And regarding the dry skin on my hand, I don't know if you can see it, but it is starting to flake off. I'm moisturising it all the time now. Apart from the occasional dry skin around these pimples, and this cyst spot has definitely gone down now, and I occasionally get really itchy around my neck. That just might be just dry skin. Day 49, and this is my skin. This one just dropped off. It's got like a gaping hole in it now. This is my skin. This one broke this morning. Still got a bit of scabbing to do. This one came up so quick. Everything else is pretty much healing. My eyes yesterday was so dry. I was actually throughout the day getting headaches and just uncomfortability in my eyes. I actually felt pain behind my eyes. I felt like I was so tired that it was causing my eyes to dry, but in reality my eyes were so dry that it was causing me to feel like I was tired to keep them open. So I didn't realise that that was happening until near the end of the day when I started putting eye drops in, and I thought, okay, this feels a bit better. And I went to the gym as well, so I had a really long day. I'm starting to actually experience some cracking on my lips, just like 1 or 2 parts. Sometimes I'm putting lip balm on and then I can taste blood. Other than my face, this one's new. That one hurts. It's right in between the crease. My skin is getting is healing from like the old ones, but then there's always constantly new ones coming up, like this one and this one. I forgot to mention yesterday as well, you know, my eyes got so dry. I was trying to put eye drops in, but you know when you put eye drops in it and then it trickles to the side once it like fills up the eye. I was just dripping and dripping and dripping, and it just wasn't dripping out, so I felt like my eyes were just completely absorbing like that, just absorbing the eye drops, so I had to drink more water. Right now I'm drinking like 3 litres again because I wasn't drinking enough water. My lips were so dry, it got super crusty to a point where it was just gathering up, and every time I swiped my finger over it, it would just come off on my finger. It got really disgusting. There's nothing really to mention, to be honest. Most of my spots and acne have actually flattened out and are drying out. This is actually really good skin compared to most of the other days, so I'm really happy with this. The only thing that's happened that's caused me panic was this bit and this bit split. Luckily I had this to hand, so I've been using this as well. This is so soothing. And I've also been using the Cetaphil Daily Cream with the Cetaphil Night Cream. Look, it's such a tiny bottle, but it's like suntan lotion, that kind of thickness and that kind of consistency. It's quite rich, so it's really moisturizing on the skin and it absorbs really well. And this is the brand that my dermatologist recommended me. My skin has been clear up until recently, where, look, you can see under the skin it's coming up again. There's one there. These ones are like quite painful as well. These ones here. And I got a really odd, a spot came up on an odd like area. This was like filled with pus last night. It was like ready to go. Sorry, it's TMI. And honestly, that's it. Just waiting for day 60, which is tomorrow.